Yeah, y'all ready to play some football? Just big D, check this. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Stiff back with the Dumb It Down series where we break down an offensive or defensive play for beginners with a minimum of 3 adjustments. Last week, Lights went over Sugar Concept. That was fantastic, and he will be back next week to add to that. But this week, we are going to be going over the offensive side of the ball and a play particularly to torch man press defense or man defense in general. The play is called Inside Post from Gun Bunch Quads. I'm in the Kansas City playbook. Now, with offense this year, you can only make one adjustment going to the line of scrimmage before you can make multiple adjustments. So with this play, we're only going to be making one adjustment to really keep it simple for beginners. So we're going to pick our play inside post, and we are going to be running this against a 4-3 defense and 2-man under in particular, because that's a very famous defense that people like to run, press 2-man under. Because you got the 2 safeties over the top, but this will also work against cover 1 or cover 0s. So anyway, the adjustment we're going to be putting is the tight end Y on a drag route, and that is it. So how you're going to accomplish this is by pushing up on the left D-pad, then pushing Y to select the tight end, and then hitting down on your right analog stick to cause the drag feature. Okay, so now the first read is going to be that drag route Y, the tight end. Just because it's going to be the quickest route that develops, he's going to be also unbumpable. Even if your opponent man aligns, that tight end's still going to be unbumpable. As you can see, he's just going to blow by his defender in man coverage. And as you saw before in the play art, that's the left outside linebacker that gets manned up against him, and he still blows by him with pretty much ease. And he's unbumpable because he's standing up and he's in a weird slot position, so he'll never get bumped unless someone manually bumps him. As you just saw again in that example, he just went right by his defender. So now let's get into the second read, and the second read is going to be the crossing route right above him, A. And as you're going to see right here, that A actually blows right by his defender. Now we also have to take into account that that's going to be a wide receiver up against a linebacker most of the time, depending on what your opponent is running. And right when he makes his cut is he just totally torches his man defender and just blows right by him. As you'll see again in this second example, boom, hit him, we just fall down, we don't want to risk that fumble. And yes, so now we have the first 2 reads. Now let's get to our final read, the third read, which is going to be RB on his crossing route, which is pretty glitchy. You'll see in the replay right here, he's going to take 1 step to the right and then go as in a little glitchy post, and he's going to beat his man defender every single time as well. Now you'd ideally want a receiver with route running in that position, but look right there, he just torches his man defender. And basically what we're going to have is 3 routes right in the middle of the field that all beat man, and it's going to be hard for your defender, if they're usering, to try and user all 3 of those routes. And that's why this play is so effective against man coverage. So right here, I'm just going to be showing you a bunch of different man defenses in all different types of formations. Like here's 4-3 wide 9. I'm going to be running some man defense. I'm going to do a little, I think 4-3 stack I also do. So right here we make the proper read and we hit the tight end. Now sometimes the tight end is not always going to be open depending on what formation of man coverage they're in. That's why he's the first read, and that's why you make your reads. You develop your reads from first to second to third, and allowing you to go upfield and gain serious yardage. So that is this week's Dumb It Down video. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe for some more Dumb It Down action. Till next time, guys. Adio.